Hi, my friend. This is Nestor Nidome, and today I want to bring some value to you and to your business or your personal life also, which most likely you've heard of affirmations, right? I mean, that's what a lot of people use. It's heard in a lot of places to confirm a certain goal or something that you want. So, for instance, if I'm trying to make $1,000, per month, I will say, I make $1,000 per month, right? Or I can say I work at the perfect job, or I weigh the certain way that I want to weigh. So you're affirming that, and you actually tell yourself that in a daily basis. You reaffirm it every single day, and eventually it starts to happen. But one of the things that I recently learned is that how the brain works sometimes when you're trying to affirm these things, the whole concept of this is telling your brain this until your subconscious believes this, until you actually start believing that you can make those $1,000, that you can weigh that certain weight. You're affirming yourself. But something goes on also in your brain is that sometimes you don't believe it. So if you're experiencing right now, a certain, I don't want to say failure, because it's not failure. I mean, because you don't fail until you give up. So if you're not actually reaching those goals, if you're not there yet, most likely it's because you don't believe your own affirmation. So, and even most likely you're probably not even making an affirmation. But this whole point is not for affirmations. This whole point is this new concept that's coming up, which is called an affirmation with an O. And the gentleman who actually came up with this is basically because I talked about this in another video, which I compare your brain to Google. Your Google search. So your brain is actually always trying to find answers, always trying to find. It works in questions, because when you are trying to look for something, or when you're trying to do something, you're actually telling your brain, you're asking your brain a question, right? So if you meet a person, you actually asking your brain, it's like, oh, what's their name? And all of a sudden, it searches for it and it gives it to you. You can feel this even more when you've kind of forgot that person's name. You can feel that your brain is searching. You don't feel it as much when you know the person and you see them on a daily basis, because automatically it's right there. It's like boom, boom. It's like you have it on a bookmark, right? And you're just pushing that bookmark, and it's coming to you. But even if you know it or not, your brain is still asking a question. So based on this concept of question, then an affirmation is actually more stronger than affirmation. So for instance, if we go back to the I make $1,000 per month, right? Or $10,000 per month, to make it a little bit more interesting. If you're saying that I make $1,000 per month, now let's try to make it into an affirmation and just make it into a question. Why do I make $1,000 per month? So all of a sudden your brain starts working. You can feel it. I mean, even if you ask yourself right now, go ahead. You can pause this video if you want and just ask yourself something, either the affirmation that I'm saying, the affirmation, or make one yourself, something that you've been wanting to do. So go ahead and pause it. All right, good thing that you're back, right? So if you didn't pause it, pause it and try it. But if you tell yourself, why am I making $1,000 a month? Why do I make $1,000 a month? Why is it so easy to bring people into my business? Why is it so easy for me to lose weight? Why is it so easy for me to maintain the way that I want? Why is it so easy for me to find the success that I want in life? Why is it, right? So if you're doing that and you ask yourself that question every single day, your brain automatically wants to answer that question. So if I say, why do I make $1,000 per month? My brain wants to answer that. Like right now, literally, it wants to answer that. It's like, well, because you take action every day, because you promote your business every day, because you read books, because you are always looking for that. So right now, I'm actually throwing out questions. So what happens is that first of all, you start grabbing answers. So all of a sudden, you'll have answers to some stuff like let's say marketing that you didn't even think about, and all of a sudden you'll get to your goal faster because you found new answers that you weren't thinking about. Second of all, your brain is a little bit kind of like tricked because you will believe more by saying, why am I making $1,000 than saying I make $1,000 per month. It's a little bit more believable to your brain, so it actually sinks more into your brain than an affirmation. So it's easier. I mean, affirmations are still great. You should still do them, but those ones that you really want, you should change them. Like for instance, for me, my definite purpose that I say on a daily basis, it actually takes me about like 15 minutes to go through the whole thing. I mean, literally, it takes me 15 minutes every single morning and every single night because of all that stuff that I have, all those affirmations that I'm telling myself. So one time I tried to do every single thing into my question, and it actually took me like half an hour to 45 minutes to go through the whole thing, which I did, and I loved it because every single time that I was asking a question, it changed me. It actually made me think about each question, and I loved it. I was like, man, this is actually really good. I'm coming up with all these ideas and stuff. But what I'm doing now is actually just choosing the more powerful ones, the ones that I want, more instant, like I want them now, right? Like, for instance, one of my ones is like, how do I get to 2 people to join my business daily, right? Because my affirmation is I easily get 2 people per day to join my business per day daily. So I changed that into a question. It's like, how do I get so easily 2 people into my business per day? So that started coming up with a bunch of questions, a bunch of answers, like marketing, doing these videos, and all these other ideas that are actually started to work. Because I really weren't thinking about that stuff, and now I am. So I hope that you're getting the concept about this affirmation and affirmation. So start practicing with affirmations. Practice at least with the more powerful ones that you want to happen right now, because they will happen, and they will start happening faster than what you think. Because once you start thinking about those answers, grab those answers and start applying them. That's another trick. It's like once you start coming up with answers, just apply them. Don't worry about making mistakes or anything like that. Go ahead and just go with the flow. Making the more mistakes you make, the better. People who are successful, it's because they made more mistakes than you. That's all. We're making more mistakes than the regular people out there. That's why we're starting to find more success. And the more success you have, the more mistakes you've done. So don't be afraid of mistakes. But with that, I have an assignment for you. I want you to write just one affirmation on the comment side, on the comment section. I want you to practice this. Just write it down. Just write what your affirmation is. Also, at the same time, if you do write a comment on the comment section, you write what your affirmation is, you're actually helping other people kind of get ideas of what other people's affirmations are. So that's why we can all help each other. Because this is a business about helping each other. I'm helping you with this new concept, and I want you to help other people, get the concept even stronger by writing more affirmations. And by writing it down, you're actually helping yourself, because now you're actually telling to the public what your affirmation is. So, guys and gals, I want you to write the affirmation on the bottom of this comment section. No matter what section you are, go ahead and do it. And if you think that you found great value from this video, go ahead and like it and share it with as many people as you like it. Because if you do find value out of these videos, go ahead and share it. I mean, they're basically generic. They're not, I'm not really promoting any business or nothing. So, feel free to use it however you want it, because that's the point of me making these videos. Is I want people to share. I want people to know about these concepts, because these are the concepts that are actually going to help people succeed, because they're helping me succeed, and I know that that's going to help you and everybody else that to succeed. So thank you for joining me on this video. I love you so much for going all the way to the end, and this is Nestor signing off.